We're moving on. Hit it. How you feel, bro? You feel good? So much bone up. All right, we're getting ready to get this party started because this is a celebration today and we are thankful for it. So again, we say good afternoon to everyone. We thank you so much for taking time out of your busy Saturday to be here with us. Let us go ahead and get started. We are going to have an opening invocation and prayer. Reverend Nathan Adams, brother, one of the brothers to Jake Adams. He's going to come up right now and lead us in a prayer. Thank you. Can we have your attention for a moment, please? Please. Please. Let's pray together. Gracious Father, how we thank you for your presence today with us. We thank you for this momentous occasion for which we come to celebrate what you have done through Jacob and Francis and through this community. We thank you so much for your presence today with us. And we ask, Lord, that even as we celebrate what you have done, may we all be reminded of our individual responsibility that we can do good to all of humanity. So bless this time together. We thank you and we give you the glory. For we ask it in the name of him who loved us and gave himself for us, even Jesus the Christ, in whose name we do pray. All of God's people said amen, amen, amen. And now we're going to hear a musical rendition, a gospel musical rendition from Lawrence Vineyard Jr. Back up and down. But if she is, she can get there. Morning. How can I say thanks for the things he has done for me? Things so undeserved, yet he gave to prove his love for me. The voices of a million angels could not express my gratitude. All that I am and ever hope to be, I owe it all to thee. To God be the glory To God be the glory. To God be the glory for the things he has done. Just let me live my life. Let it be pleasing, Lord, to thee. And if I gain any praise, let it go to Calvary. With his blood, he has saved me. With his power, he has raised me. To God be the glory for the things he has done. With his blood, he has saved me. With his power, he has raised me. To God be the glory for the things he has done. For the things he has done. For the things he has done.
Yes, yes, yes. We thank God for all the things that he has done.
Yes.
And so now we're going to ask that Philadelphia City Councilman Jeffery Young Jr. come to the stage. You know, he's the one that really made this happen today because it's got to come through City Council to get a street renaming done, right? And so our fifth council district councilman, Jeffery Young, he made it happen and he is here. He's going to come on the stage and he will take the program from there. I want to acknowledge that Aquila Jamal is here. She is the official host with the most for this venue for Barber's Hall. She's been kicking it for years down here with Mr. Jake. Yes, she has. And she's going to be doing some of the stuff outside today, too. I heard she pointing inside. I'm saying outside and inside. It's going to be Aquila Jamal, my colleague from WURD radio station. We love you, sister. Thank you for having me here today. All right. So the councilman, he's coming up to the stage right now.
What up? What up?
Do things just a little bit differently, and that's all good because everybody that we have to call up, they are here. They are here right now. So before we hear from our distinguished 5th District City Councilman Jeffery Young, we've got a couple of people who will go before him. So from State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta's office, Ms. Frances Folk is here, and she will present a citation or proclamation on behalf of State Representative Malcolm Kenyatta. And then after that, we're going to have Kareem Thomas come to the stage. Be prepared to come up, Kareem. He is the chair of the Human Relations Commission, the Commission on Human Relations, in fact, that's the way you say it, Commission on Human Relations. And then after that, a young lady that I have the pleasure of working for, Sheree Darden, the owner and the publisher of the Scoop USA newspaper. She's going to make some remarks because she's got a family connection, a deep family connection to the Adams family. So right now, Malcolm Kenyatta's office being represented. Francis Folk, come on up. Come on up, Francis. I'm told that she is here, but We will keep it moving and we'll call her back up in a couple of moments. So Kareem Thomas, I know he's here. I talked to him, the chair of the Commission on Human Relations here in Philadelphia. Come on. And he is the son, the eldest son of State Representative W. Curtis Thomas, now retired.
Hello, North Philly. I did not intend to go first, but it is an honor to stand here. My name is Kareem Thomas. As Thera shared, I am the chair of the Philadelphia Commission on Human Relations. I am a finance executive, but I am here because of Jake and Sarah Adams. And the titles that I hold are because of the love that Jake and Sarah Adams have given to me, as well as this community. So if you look behind you, you are at literally one of my favorite places in the world, the new Barber's Hall. I expected more of a reaction. You are at the new Barber's Hall, owned by Jake and Sarah Adams. Now that's behind you. If you look behind me, you are now sitting at the historic Reverend Leon Sullivan and Jake and Sarah Adams Way. I want for a moment for you to just feel how historic that is at Broad and Oxford. Leon Sullivan, Jake and Sarah Adams Way. Jake, I don't know where you are. I want to thank you for what you've done for this community. I want to thank you for what you've done for me, Jake. I have been your biggest cheerleader since the moment I could say Barber's Hall for the last 20 years. I've had my birthday party here for the last 25 years as a finance person. I have brought anyone and everyone to Barber's Hall for whatever type of meeting they wanted to have. And if you all remember, Barber's Hall, the vision of Barber's Hall was created by Jake and his wife to have a place for all of us to come and gather, to be safe, to have community, to fellowship. There is no other place in Philadelphia or the world like it. And I want us to give Jake and Sarah Adams a huge, huge Philadelphia round of applause for what they have done for all of us. Jake, I love you. I'm glad we're able to give you your flowers today. Councilman Young, thank you for your leadership. I don't know if you all know it, but this is what constituent services is. This is what community engagement is. And the councilman is leading the way and making sure that we in the 5th Councilmanic District have an opportunity to give such a historic person their flowers. Thank you.
By the way, I asked our speaker who just left this microphone, Brother Kareem, how's retired State Rep W. Curtis Thomas doing? He's doing good. He's doing pretty good. They're gonna go out and have breakfast tomorrow, amen. So that's a good thing. Pennsylvania State Senator Sharif Street, he was here. I believe that he had to leave to get on to another event, but we did want to acknowledge the fact that he was here. Sheree Darden is coming up to the stage in just a second, but I did want to acknowledge that Dr. Diane Turner is here from Temple University. We love you. We appreciate all the prayers that you send out. Brother Jonathan, who is also partner with Aquila Jamal at WURG Radio. They keep the jazz thing going. They keep it alive at WURG. And I want to acknowledge the person who helped me to learn how to even stand in front of a mic or to handle a mic at all. That's my very second news director I ever had in life at WGAS, Karen Warrington. Karen, wave your hand. She was the first Black woman news director in the city of Philadelphia, and she was the first Black press secretary for a mayor in the city of Philadelphia to the former mayor, W. Wilson Good, Karen Warrington. And she was press secretary to Congressman Bob Brady as well. She's got an amazing resume. And it's just good to see you today, Karen Warrington. Steve Williams, extraordinary journalist, is here today, and we wanted to acknowledge him. We're going to acknowledge some other people as the program goes forth. But right now, you're going to hear a little bit of the history from Sheree Darden, who is the publisher and owner of the Scoop newspaper that I write for, and I'm so proud to write for the Scoop, and writing for them for over 40 years, and I'm only 25. And she's going to tell about her history and her connection to Barber's Hall and Mr. Jake and Sarah.
Shabbat!
I gotta adjust the mic for little people. So next to me, cousin. Just hold my hand. All right. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Cherie Dart, and I'm the owner and publisher of Scoop Newspaper. Most of you know me from the paper, but I've been blessed my entire life because Jake and Sarah Adams are my auntie and my uncle. Um, it's a blessing to have people who are homegrown. Like Dave Rare from across the street. My mother actually was Francis's best friend through elementary school, through high school. Jake and Francis went to the prom with my mother and my father. That's how deep this goes. They've been around before I was around. And to see and be a part of this. I'm going to say I woke up this morning and I saw a picture of my mom on my side table, and I put it in my pocketbook so that she can be here with me today, because these are her people, and it means such a big thing to be able to celebrate your own, celebrate your heritage, to recognize that people recognize who you are and why you are. I've been blessed to know some of the history. My uncle has not just been a bar owner, but he has been fighting for North Philly his entire life. So when you have somebody who has been fighting not for themselves, not for drinks, not for parties, but for the community for their entire life, it means a lot to have a street named after you. It means a lot so that people can recognize that your fight is now their fight. Like he fought for this and he continues to fight for this. He don't want to leave this bar for real, for real. He don't want to leave this life for real, for real. This is his life. So when somebody says to you that you have a new chapter, that's kind of hard to turn the page anyway. But this right here will make it even more special. All of the years, all of the work that he has done. Standing next to me is my cousin. He's not going to say nothing because I made him come up here. And my uncle and Jake and Francis and my mom, they used to sell shopping bags down on 9th Street. But they've all been together for life. So it's our pleasure to be here with them, not just as a publisher at Scoop, but as his niece, as a family member, as somebody who actually really, really knows the inside and understands the work that has gone into this. So I thank all of you for coming out today. I thank and hope that you will continue to patronize them and show up and help fight the fights that the community has and support Jake and Francis, my auntie and my uncle. I appreciate it so much. Come on, you off the hook. Now, if there are any other family members that wanted to say a few words about the importance of Jake and Sarah Adams, now is your turn to come up to the microphone. The stage steps are right over here to my left, maybe to your right. Come up right now. If you want to say something from your heart about Jake and Sarah Adams, now is the time to do it. And after that, we're going to ask that Sarah and Mr. Jake come up, and they're going to say a few words, and then the councilman will come up. Meanwhile, I do want to acknowledge that Ray Jones is here from the Office of Pennsylvania State Senator Vincent Hughes. Woo woo! Okay? Hey, the thing about our elected officials is they don't, just because this is one person's district and another elected official represents this district, when they care about something and something is important, they cross over. They will show up. Everybody in Philadelphia that's black, they know about Barber's Hall, right? So, of course, Senator Hughes would want to have his people out here if he couldn't be here to represent and to say how proud we are of you, Mr. Jake and Miss Sarah, as you have, persevered over all these years owning this outstanding black business that put a real map on the city of Philadelphia for jazz music in this town, all right? So is there anybody else in the family that wants to speak right now, or y'all being shy? Y'all being shy? I want to speak. You with the family? I was told to have some of the family members, aside from Sheree Darden, who just spoke a moment ago. If you want to speak, now's your opportunity before we keep the program moving forward. Somebody from the family coming up? Coming up? Okay. A couple of family members are coming up now to say a few words. They will do that. Then we'll hear from Mr. Jake and Miss Sarah, the stars of the hour. And then we'll have the councilman come up and he will do the official thing to make this street renaming a reality.
Good afternoon, everyone. And I know how it is when you have a family that gather together and haven't seen one another. But this is about Jacob and Francis Adams. And if you will lend your ears for a moment, just a moment, growing up in the heart of North Philadelphia, Jake, as a young man, was always a visionary. When he first started off as a committee person working in the community, Jake's motivation and heart was for the people in the community. And as he grew older and opportunity came his way, Barber's Hall didn't look like Barber's Hall when he first purchased Barber's Hall. It took time, it took money, it took a lot of sweat and tears to make Barber's Hall what it is today. And many people have come and gone through Barber's Hall for various events, places that perhaps they could not have gone as cheaply as they have gone to Barber's Hall. But this community is blessed to have someone who cares about them and not simply extract finances from the community. And we want to give thanks to the council people and the mayor and all those who were involved in making this possible. Who would have thought from the Tenderloins, where many people were written off because they couldn't believe that people in the Tenderloin could rise above the status quo. And so we are thankful today, and I'm thankful for my brother who gives back and shares a lot, not only with family, but with friends. And so today I salute Jacob and Francis for the many years of service and the many years of hard work that they have put in this community and into their family and to their friends. To God be the glory for great things he continued to do. Thank you.
Good afternoon, family. My name is Dwight Smith. I'm here to speak on behalf of the entertainers and musicians that have came through Barber Hall. I'm one of them. From here, I was here when Jake first got the place. I came with the furniture. I had a group of dancers called the Flamingo Dancers. And Jake would let us rehearse here, gave us a place to be at, nice and safe. And we were allowed to come here later on that evening and perform and pass our hats and make a whole lot of money. I just want to thank Jake from the bottom of my heart because he's been a father, an uncle, a cousin, a brother, a friend to the community. And I'm not just talking and trying to flatter you, Jake. But y'all please give Jake another round of applause. Thank you, sir. From Barber's Hall, I went to be the ringmaster for the Universal Circus. I worked with Tyler Perry. They kicked me out of the circus. I had a fight with that little midget, and he kicked my butt.
Short people.
Yeah.
But don't use Mickey.
But thanks again, Jake, from the heart. Thank you, Barber's Hall. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. God bless. I want my street next.
Hello. I would like to thank Jay for my City of Philadelphia job. He was the ward leader. I had that job for 41 years. I want to thank him. When I came to Barber's Hall, they had round red tables, round sheets, everything. You couldn't really sit in there like you can today. Jake, you are a miracle. Jake would allow us to have our family meetings. And I appreciate everything you have done for me and my family. Thank you again. And this is the best thing that could ever happen to you. Go out with a bang.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. My name is Simone. I go by Renee. I am the great niece of Uncle Jake. And some of y'all might have seen my video on social media. But I am so grateful to be here to celebrate this tremendous occasion. Last year, when I made my video, I did not know much about New Barbers Hall from a family perspective. I just knew this was the place to go for some parties, okay, and see family. But I'm so grateful to have gotten closer to Uncle Jake, to hear about our history. And I just graduated college. So for the next generation, I'm so grateful to be able to take the stories that Uncle Jake has given to me and during our time together. And I'm so grateful that I will have the opportunity to be able to pass that on to future generations because this is really legacy. And I'm so, so, so grateful to be here. Thank you all so much for being here. And yeah, I'm gonna make another video after, so it's like no. But I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Uncle Jake. Congratulations to everyone involved. Thank you guys so much. And y'all have a great one. God bless.
Good afternoon, everyone. I know I talk a little loud, but that's all right. I don't really need a mic. My name is Rockin' Ramon Bentley, and I want to just go back with my man Jake and give this. I let y'all know that I represent two separate entities. Number one, I represent my band, 151 Proof Experience Band. We were the first band to ever play in Barber's Hall. I was probably 12 or 13. And I also want to send out a representation for my old head Jake, because I'm also original Tenderline. And we made all this happen up here. You know, we looked out for the neighborhood, and Jake and those guys ahead of me, they're the ones that set the path. And Jake, I want to thank you for all the years that I was your DJ in Barber's Hall. I got about 28 years in there, you know, scratching and mixing and all that. So thanks, Jake. I love you, and you're always going to be in my life, without a doubt. Let's give Jake and his wife a big, big round of applause. Come on, y'all can do better than that. If you're not clapping your hands, you shouldn't be here. Thanks, Jake. Love you.
Okay, so we're going to hear from two more family members, and then we'll keep the program going. But one of those family members, who you might say is an extended family member, is a guy who is all over the state of Pennsylvania, stomping and working hard every day. He also works smart. He has a staff that works smart. He works smart and he works hard. He pounds the pavement and he gets things done. Now, from my perspective, from Theron Martin's perspective, he is the best, the very best in terms of getting things done for this part of our state of Pennsylvania. We're so proud of him. And he is just like family. He has fought hard and long for Barbers Hall. He loves Barbers Hall. I'm talking about Pennsylvania State Senator Sharif Street.
Yay! Yes, yes, yes. Yay! Yay! The best!
How y'all doing today?
Yay!
Look, I was just enthusiastic and wanted to come out here. Barber's Hall has so much history. Councilman Young, thank you for what you're doing. I'm looking forward to stand up here when you got the official presentation. Mr. Adams, I want to say thank you on behalf of so many people. Thank you on behalf of my father and all the events that you did here. Thank you on behalf of the late, great Senator Shirley Kitchen and all the events you did to support her. Thank you on behalf of so many people and so much on behalf of generations of our community who organized right here in this space, who celebrated the good times and mourned people during the bad times. It was a space where community was created. There were so many legends that came out of here through music. There are so many legends that came out of here through politics and civics. There were judicial campaigns that were launched here. Thank you for all that you have meant to our community. Thank you for all that you've done. And this is a great honor. So when people drive down this block, they can look up, know your story, and be inspired. Mr. Adams, thank you for all that you've done. And most importantly, my role is to say, on behalf of the 13 million people in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania and all 50 members of our Senate, we salute you and we congratulate you. God bless.
All right, the two more family members coming up, and then we're going to have to go forward with the program and have our councilman come up to do the official part of what's happening next. But I did want to acknowledge that Aisha Cooney is here. She is one of the two Black women who organized the Million Woman March so many years ago. And I would still follow you anywhere, sister. You say, let's march, I'm with you, because they know how to put a million women together. We didn't get credit for that on the news, but we had more than 1 million women here that day in Philadelphia when we did the Million Woman March years ago. I love you, Aisha Cooney. And we also know that Louis Messiah is here from Scribe Video. Wave your hand, Louis. Where you at? There he is. There he is. Scribe Video on the street today. All right, last two family. I see 3 people standing over there. 2. We can only get 2 more voices in to talk about family.
Come on, let's go. I was trying to get on the stage. That guy that drunk on his
Okay, this is to be my old neighborhood. I used to have, y'all remember, I used to have the CNL Lounge down the street on 19th and Oxford. I used to work at Soup A&P across the street and Super Fresh. And after we got laid off, so I wound up working for Jake. A lot of people thought Jake was me when we first seen him. But I had a good time back in the day. If y'all ladies remember, when I was managing the club, Barber's Hall, it was the Male Exotic show. And the girls would go all the way around the corner, waiting to get in. So a couple of the guys didn't show up. So the barmaid said, Gene, why don't you dance? I said, what? Dance. That way I had to pay those girls because 2 of the dancers didn't show up. So what happened, I got on, put my little G-string on, and and started dancing. And the girl gave me my nickname, Chocolate Thunder. So I started dancing. And all of a sudden, this 500-pound woman jumped on my head while I was on the floor. And all they saw was 2 little legs doing like this. And she was having her hand over her eyes, saying, oh my God, oh my God. And I couldn't move, I couldn't breathe. So they finally got me up and she got up. And that was my last day to be a dancer. All right, and boy, this brings back so many memories. Barber's Hall, cabarets, melodic dance, oh my God. And glad to see everybody's out here. That everybody had changed too, so have I. Thank you.
All right. Chocolate Thunder! Chocolate Thunder!
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kirk Bannon. I'm the 2nd Constitutional Officer of Herbert E. Miller Lodge number 151. I came here to say congratulations to our lodge brother, Jake. And he did so much for our lodge, for the brothers. We had whole different events at Barber's, Christmas toy drive, different parties. And we really appreciate you. And good luck. Thank y'all.
He said I didn't have much. That was a lot to say right there. Showing his love, once again, showing his love. All right, so now the man and the lady of the hour. I'm talking about Mr. and Mrs. Jake Adams. They should make their way up to the stage. And then Councilman Jeffery Young from the 5th Council District, he is coming up. to the stage as well. We're going to do his thing. But Mr. and Mrs. Adams are going to make some remarks, and then the councilman will do his thing. They're coming up now. And again, it's good to see all of you all today. Continue to enjoy this wonderful, beautiful day.
Yeah, good to say, yay! Word.
Hercules!
Everybody,
Hercules!
Barber, yeah! Yeah, do it. I can't find my thing. Oh, let's not always be. Hey, Mr. J.
Good afternoon, everyone. First, I have to say thank you to my wife. She put up with me for a long time. We've been married 61 years. It's been a journey for me and my wife.
All right, Mr. J.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed Barber's Hall, but I enjoy it better than you. I've always been here. I've been here for like 49 years in this community. My brother and I purchased this building from the Black Barbers. We were unable to get it financed, so the Barbers Association financed the building. And we continue to have events at Barbers Hall. I tried to fix the building up. I tried to make sure that everybody had a great time. I know with a lot of the family increase, I know quite a bit because not after you got finished dancing here, you went home and had a great time. Your daughters and your sons came, and they also had birthday parties as well. So I just like to thank my family, City of Philadelphia, Temple University, and all of you, because without you, it would not be me. So I thank you for coming to Barber's Hall and enjoying yourself. And I was told if I want to stay longer, I can stay. If you want to come and enjoy yourself, Temple had made it possible for me to say, look, you can stay. You've been a pillar in the community. And this is a safe place for all of us.
Yes, yes.
This is my wife now. She doesn't say much, but she's my backbone. I'd like to thank everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you. Thank you. We love you. We love you. We love you. We love you. Yes.
So now we're getting ready to do the official portion of this ceremony today. I'm honored to be joined by State Senator Sharif Street once more. But good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jeffery Young. I have the honor and privilege of serving as the council member for the 5th Council District. So I represent parts of North Philadelphia, Center City, and a little bit of Fishtown. And I just want to welcome you all here. North Philly, stand up. Let me hear y'all. Listen, I'm gonna be brief in my personal remarks, but just know that Mr. Jake has been someone who has been very inspirational to me even before I became a city council member. I mean, he is a civic and business leader in our communities, right? Those are the people we need to lay that foundation for that next generation. Mr. Jake was one of the youngest ward leaders in the city's history.
That's right.
Right? For those who know about politics and that ward structure, that's the basis of it. And at a young age, he had the courage to stand up during the Rizzo time, right? To speak out, be a voice for our community here in North Philadelphia and bring the resources back to North Philadelphia. For over almost 50 years, being a business leader here in the city, he has given back numerous times. I mean, when we announced that we were doing this on our social media pages, people were like, oh my gosh, I had my baby shower there, my wedding reception there. I met my spouse there, right? Because that's what this place is. The new Barbers Hall is the heart of the community here. I mean, even as a student, I'm with the Temple. We used to come over here, I mean, after class, get a few drinks because this is where our community was here in North Philadelphia. And so, Mr. Jake, I just want to thank you. Again, even before I became a council member, he was supportive of me and my efforts on whatever it is that we were doing. And so I just can't thank you enough. But this is what I can do for you as a city council member. And I'm always going to make sure that we are honoring the legends in our community and making sure that they are able to get their flowers when they deserve it. So we're going to go with this formal resolution from city council. But it is a resolution also naming Oxford Street between Broad Street and 15th Street as Jake and Sarah Adams Way. So, whereas in 1978, since 1978, Jacob Adams has owned New Barbers Hall in North Philadelphia. The black-owned jazz bar has played host to jazz and R&B acts such as Dottie Smith, Robert Bootsy Barnes, Billy Paul, Grover Washington Jr. It was patronized by the likes of Miles Davis, Isaac Hayes, Patti LaBelle, The Temptations, and Smoking Joe Frazier, to say the least. But this building, built in the 1860s, the three-story building in which New Barbers Hall would later occupy started as a single-family home before it was renovated to become a clubhouse for the Quaker City Wheelmen, a chapter of a national bicycling organization. But in the ensuing decades, the building was used as a variety of progressive social clubs, including the Philadelphia section of the National Council on Jewish Women and many other social clubs of ethnic and racial backgrounds. Mr. Adams, before he purchased this site with his older brother, it was owned by the National Barber Sunshine Club, a social organization for black barbers at which jazz musicians staying in the nearby integrated Chesterfield Hotel will perform. The National Barber Sunshine Club emerged as North Philadelphia's welcoming center for the black population. The group hosted professional development events such as the wig manufacturing and other courses. In 1983, Jake Adams bought out his brother and became the sole owner of the jazz club, which became a popular spot for locals and college students. And whereas many Philly musicians, Barbers Hall has been the stop to their climb to rising to the top and establishing themselves. Boys to Men once rehearsed on the third floor. Odine Pope performed many times as a fledgling tenor saxophonist during the 1950s and 60s at what was the only available soiree on Sundays because of laws that prevented certain activities on Sabbath. Adams would rent out the space for social gatherings from weddings, receptions, cabarets, jazz concerts, political fundraisers, birthday parties, anniversaries, retirements, funerals, you name it. It was held at Barbers Hall. Our community celebrated with Mr. Jake here at Barbers Hall. Again, a former ward leader for the 14th Ward, the youngest ward leader. He served as committee person for the 14th Ward for over 50 years. He was also a delegate in the 1976 National Convention. So, whereas Mr. Jake and Miss Sarah have been married over 60 years, you can always find Miss Sarah at the door greeting people. I still gotta pay my $5 when I come here. Yes, I gotta pay my $5. I gratefully pay that $5 to come in here to have a good time. And you know, places like this leave markers of hard work on business owners like Mr. Jake and Miss Sarah. Thank you for providing spaces for our neighbors and patrons to thrive. Now, therefore, be resolved by the Council of the City of Philadelphia that Oxford Street between Broad Street and 15th Street also be named as Jake and Sarah Adams Way. Be further is resolved that an engrossed copy of this resolution be presented to the couple as evidence of the sincere and admiration of the respect of this legislative body. Thank you so much for your hard work with the city. And right now, it is officially, Senator, it is officially Jake and Sarah Adams Way.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Give it to me. Come on. Yeah. Give it to me. Come on. Give it to me. Come on. Oh yeah. Excuse me.
So, so if you all could, you still have to unveil the sign on the corner of Broad Street. So we are going to take a little walk, a few feet, so they can pull down their sign, so the world will know forever, no matter what happens at this moment.
Excuse me, sir.
Generation will know that this street is Jake and Sarah Adams Way.
Grandmother's car.
Yeah.
Take me down.
They're gonna count down. Gotta go with the sun. Try.
The heat into it, the sun into the plastic.
Oh, the sun got to the plastic.
Yeah, that sun into the plastic. All right, we need somebody to climb up there. They do it during the World Series. We need somebody to climb up there. The Super Bowl. The Super Bowl. They use the sun up there.
Got another screen.
I know. So that
Go around to the other side. You can see it from the other side.
They sing in the club.
Jake and Sarah Adams.
he told me he wanted to cover photo with that sign, and I did. I got it when nobody was out here.
Okay.
That's right. Barber's It's it.